Hey guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and I am here with my April budget cash stuffing. So just like some of my previous monthly budget setups, I am using the exact same budget numbers for the month. And so what I'm going to do, instead of walking you through my planner and the numbers in my planner, I'm going to go ahead and do the cash stuffing just because I like it. It gives me a tangible kind of like thing to play with on the video, but also like it's something for me during like my week to week, my day to day kind of living. I'm able to kind of see how much money I have in each category. So doing the cash stuffing and having cash envelopes really just works for me. The thing is that I don't like to use cash in most places, and so I do use prop money, and these are just like fake bills that I do put into my binder and use it just like cash, in that I pull things out at the end of the day when I go home, but I swipe everything on my credit card. That's just for safety reasons and also just to earn points on my credit card, and I just don't want to carry tons of cash with me everywhere when I go shopping. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my binders in just a minute, my envelopes in just a minute. Let's go ahead and count down this money. I did try to be a little bit organized, more organized than normal in this video. So I should have $1,685 in bills here. So it's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 550, 570, 590, 610, 630, 650, 660, 670, 675, 680, 685. That's correct. Okay, so $1,685. All right, and so yeah, it will just end up in my envelopes. So these are my envelopes. They're in this cute like recollections binder that I was using for a mini happy planner, but now I decided to put back in my envelopes. These envelopes came from my crossbody purse, and as you know, I like put my money or like my planner stuff just kind of everywhere, and I use them as need to. I don't have to have it in like a complete system. So the envelopes came and the rings, these like this like ring holder thing, came from my crossbody purse, and then the binder came from Michael's, and my prop money came from Amazon. So anyway, all that, we'll just start here with car. Car is for car maintenance, and I add $75 to that every month, so it's 50. This money is going to, I think, drive me crazy. So let me turn it this way. I like the money to face the same way, and if my money is going this way into the envelope. Okay, so it's going to be 50, 75 that goes into the envelope for the month of April. And I can't believe it's April already, you guys. Like, it is just crazy around here, right? I did actually have to get an oil change and some other updates to my car, just like simple basic maintenance, routine maintenance for my car. So I did spend some of the money, but I still have in here, starting in April, 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 185, 190, 191, 192. And I think at some point I'm going to have to get my brake pads changed. And so that will need to come out from there. Gas gets $135 every month. 120, 30, and 5. Now gas, I still have money in here, but at some point I'm really like watching very closely how the pump is treating me. Some of the pumps that I've had lately have been like really expensive, you know, just with gas prices going up, and I won't get into the politics of that, but prices are high everywhere for gas, and so I may or may not have to increase that. I may have to increase it. I shouldn't say may not. I will probably have to increase it, but also I'm really hoping that I can make it until May, because in May I will actually be off of work and I won't have to drive to work as much, and so I should be able to kind of manage if I'm able to make it to May. So with that being said, it is 135 that I put in there, and I still had a little bit left over, so it's 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 175, 180. That's going into gas. So hopefully that will get me through the month of April. All right, then gifts gets $100, right? And gifts, I have not spent anything except for just a small like gift, not really, it wasn't really a gift. I wasn't really sure where to pull money from, but it was some stuff for my niece's wedding, and it wasn't a gift, but it was just like clothes for Sophia to be able to participate. She's a flower girl in the wedding, and so I had to buy her some stuff. So I took it out of gifts. It's not really the best place for it, but I wasn't really sure where to like take it out of. So with that being said, though, that was just a small amount, so I should still have plenty of money in here. 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 350, 51, 52, 53. All right, so did I say 3? Yeah, 353. And this money is for all birthdays, weddings, birthdays, holidays, Christmas, all of that comes out of gifts. All right, then 20 gets her, Sophia gets her usual 20 every month as like my, like, I call it, I guess, like play money, the money that I give to her just to buy her like little toys and things like that. So it's just her allowance that I give to her every month. So she gets 20, and she has 20, 40, 45, 46, 47. Her dad and I have been talking to her about like trying to save money, so she needs to work on that, and that's part of the goal here is in the month of April and going into like just turning a little bit older, you know, she needs to learn how to save a little bit more. So this next one is travel. Travel gets 200 each month. And so I did use some of it, but I still have money in here. So this is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. I'm wondering why it's so even. And it's probably because after I paid for that one vacation, I didn't spend anything. Oh, I must have, like, when I went on vacation in March, I must not have bought anything out of, or used money out of travel. I must have just pulled it straight from food, or like, because we did go on vacation in March. Okay, so then food is the next one. I have in food $300 each month. Food covers all of my eating out plus groceries, all of the things, and I do have money left over in here. I've been trying to be a lot more better about like not eating out all the time. So this is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 1, 2, 3, 603. Little random hair here. Okay, so I'm doing good with all these categories. Yay. Okay, so health gets $50 each month. This pays for all medications and like co-pays, things like that. And I still have money in here. So 50, 100, 120, 125, 130, 135, 136, 137, 138, which is not a ton for health, but it's a good start, I think. Okay, so house. House is actually for house repairs. We actually will need to deplete this because we are doing some updates to our yard and actually need to take money out of here for that. And so for house, it normally gets 480. 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 470, 480. And so it gets this 480, but we're spending about $1,000 to do some like tree limb removal and like actual tree removal too. It's like taking down like giant trees in our yard. And like it's really like hard to, what's the way I'm, like it gets really shady. And like there are lots of branches that fall off the tree, and so my husband just doesn't like it, and so he wanted just to like trim it all down. So we'll have to take some of the money out of here just to like pay for the tree removal. All right, but what we have in here is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 700, 720, 740, 760, 780, 790, 800, 810, 820. So 1,820. So we do have the money for the tree removal in here, but about half of that will be gone by the end of April. So yay, not yay. All right, education is my next category here, and it gets $100. I know pretty much at the very beginning of the month that I'll have to pull out 57 to pay for Sophia's ballet, but we only have a couple more months of that, and then we should be getting into like being able to save up until spring. I was going to say spring, but until fall semester when she starts kindergarten. So in here is 100, 120, 125, 130, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139. And again, like we pay her ballet like $57 pretty much right at the beginning of the month. So that'll go out pretty much right after this video. All right, so fun is my like personal spending. So it covers everything that's for me. So that could be planners, it could be like clothes, all sorts of stuff. I don't have any money in here right now because I use pretty much down to the penny, but it gets $200, and it is going to be $200 in there because it is completely empty. And then for home, I put $25 in home, and home is just like for home decor pieces, like decorations, like seasonal items, like Christmas decorations, fall decorations, that kind of thing, just sprucing up the house, like doing minor, like it's not like appliance upgrades, but like smaller things, like, you know, I want to replace all the kitchen towels and things like that, right? So that's for home, and I still have money in here, so it's 20, 40, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63. My next big thing, I'm still working on my kitchen, so my next big thing is to like fix up and make the front of my fridge look a little bit prettier. It's like full of like documents and stuff like that. So once you put like a set of like not pretty, like they're not really ugly, but they're like not that super pretty, set of magnets on there, then it just is like you could just put all sorts of random stuff, right? So it doesn't have to be cute after that. So I want to like update all the magnets on the front of the fridge and like kind of clean it up and like get rid of all the old stuff that's on there that, you know, we just don't need to have on the front of the fridge anymore. And so, yeah, that's my next step. So that was it. That was my cash stuffing. Again, I do use prop money and swipe everything on my credit card and then just come back home at the end of the day with all of my receipts and just pull the money out of the cash envelopes. So that way I get the benefit of using credit and getting my points on my credit card, but also having a tangible system that I can kind of see where my money is in terms of like how much money I have in each category. And so that has been working for me for the past few months, and I intend to kind of stick with it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.